all the time. Lyrical rhyme, slim me finer, no fi whiner. Me come a dancer, chatting time. Lyric me chat all them a mine, nah mine. Well the time, the lyrical rhyme, slim me fine, me no fi whine. Me come a dance, me chatting time. Lyric me chat a mine, nah mine. 7 and 7 and 49, and cheat and cheat that equal 9. Texas 7 and not 9, out of a 6 and not 9. With 30 and 29, it's Tippa Irie chatting for anything me chat. My days I'm Michael Jackson sing the girl is mine, support your back. Half your spine, so lemon is bitter and like I'm a sweet, me nice, me put the bus back. Tippa Irie the people child, come my dance, me nice, and might make healthy name, me know a choice. What do you eat and what do you like and what do you black and what do you white, but what would I do for what rich man? Buy your beef or buy your car, buy your pop, bring my own bar, I travel here, I travel there, travel on, most anywhere, I travel up, I travel down, might even buy my own sound, might take a plane, go to Spain, might take a chance and go to France. Some of them white and black and some of them pink and some of them brown, and some of them are walk and talk about them, and dump on microphone, and some of them are talk about this and some of them are talk about this and that. Mr. Irie in the place and Tippa come here, so for chat, boom bum. This is Tippa Irie hooking up a link live with Lucy, Megan, Tennyson.
More than I can give in every part of me. Just for you I live. Just for you I live. We shared our lives together for so many years. Through stormy weathers, through the joys and the tears. But oh, how this feeling.
Tony Roots here in conversation with the great Tippa Irie and his producer GT Haynes, along with the lovely Lucy Tennyson. Hi to you all.
Hi Tony.
Hello Tony.
Wow, listen, I've had to come and talk to you guys because you've got a tune that's blowing up the place right now. I'm so excited about this tune. It's called The Best of Me, and I know that it's getting a lot of airplay on the radio, and people have been asking for it here and there. So I thought I've got to get you guys together and find out more about this tune for my listeners. So GT, let me start with you, because you're the producer of this song, is that right?
Yeah, I'm co-producer really.
And it's recorded at your studios, Maples?
Yeah.
Maples Recording Studios.
That's right, yeah. It's something that was put together really briefly because of my son. You know, my son felt that we wanted a studio, and it was something that I just said, I'll do it because Jason wants to do it and Chris wants to do it. Right.
Yeah. So these are some of the new recordings coming out of Maples.
Absolutely, yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
And the production process for the song, what was that like?
Well, James Crosdale and James Crosdale from Elevation.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, we've worked together on this tune totally, you know, from the start to the finish process.
Right.
And we worked together to record the tracks, to record the instruments. And with Tippa's, the only thing that I suppose is different is where the recording process happens. And I did the recording with Lucy and also did the recording with Tippa, and Tippa will tell you all about that, I guess. And
well, as you know, I mean, for people who don't know, The Best of Me was a tune written by Peter Hunningale and recorded by Maxi Priest to great effect.
Yes, excellent tune.
Yeah, and what made you think that was a song that was worthy of a
I just thought Lucy's voice would fit the song incredibly well. And when I pitched the song to Lucy, I said, I think you should sing this song. Lucy said, yeah, but Maxi Priest has done it. I said, well, your voice, I think, is going to add a totally different flavour to it. And she had a trial run out, it put down a guide, and Lucy will tell you the rest.
Well, Lucy, tell us the rest. But before you do that, tell us a little bit about how you came into the world of singing, because you're only 15.
Yeah.
So how long ago did you start singing?
Always song.
Always?
I could speak, always song.
When you were a baby?
Yeah, I was a baby.
Do you remember one of the first songs that you learned to sing?
Probably something about Britney Spears or something like Grace or something like
Britney
that.
Spears, Hit Me Baby One More Time.
Most likely.
Okay, and how long have you been working with the great GT? Because he's been in the music business for over 25 years now.
It's like 2 years now.
Yeah, 2 years, just over 2 years, yeah.
Right. And how's that going? You like it?
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah. This song here, The Best of Me, was you feeling it when you first heard it, or did you have to grow into it?
Not gonna lie, when I first heard it, I thought, oh, Maxi Priest's done this, I don't know if I should do it, like it's a cover, and it's well known, so I thought, And then Grantley was just like, trust me, and every time Grantley told me to trust him before, I haven't done wonders, so I've done it and worked out pretty well for us.
And when you heard your vocal, you were pleased with the finish. And then when GT told you that he was going to be bringing in a heavyweight DJ to come on it, Tippa Irie, what did you think? Because he's a legendary DJ.
I was scared.
Yeah.
I was scared, but I was, considering I'm 15, I was excited because someone who's known is going to be on one of the songs that I've done as well, so it was good to get a good collaboration like that.
And this is going to be your first release on iTunes?
Yeah.
Wow. I haven't got nothing on iTunes. And you're going to have a song on there. How does that feel? Does that feel good?
Yeah.
Yeah? And where do you want your career to go from here?
As big as it lets me.
Okay. So you're going to be doing a video for the song, Best of Me.
Yeah.
Is that right, GT?
Yeah, we're going to look at the video because first of all we got to get a storyboard together because obviously there's a process and a quality control process to the everything I do. You know, I've always done that, and if we don't get it right first time, we're going to go for it again and make sure that it's right. So it's got to be something that's comfortable for Lucy, something that's comfortable for Tippa, and something that sells the song in a way that allows other people to hear it and feel it. That's the most important thing.
Now you talk about the feel there. Tippa, thanks for agreeing to talk to me today.
You're welcome, sir.
I know you're a busy man.
Yes, I am. I'm very tired.
Yeah, you've been travelling. Where have you been recently?
I just came back from Australia. I went to a place called Byron Bay and Melbourne, Sydney, and I played at the Kuranda Music Festival. And then I left there and I went to Thailand to rest for like 2 days, and then I went to Cambodia to do a show there, Vietnam, and then the last show was in Manila. Yeah. And then I came back to do Acton Carnival. So I'm very tired. I'm very tired at the moment, but when Grantley calls, I tend to show up.
Yes, because you and Grantley worked back in the days when you had your first top 10 hit with Hello Darling.
Yes.
And that was produced by Grantley.
Well, he was one of the he was part of the camp basically.
Yeah.
He was my manager at the time, but it was produced by a gentleman called Lindell Lewis and Patrick Donegan from the Reggae Regulars from back in the day. Yeah, yeah. And we had musicians like Kyle and Ray Carlos. Right. So it was kind of collective of people that made it.
21 in the charts.
Yeah, around that. Yeah,
at that time was a blessing.
It was a blessing.
It was.
And of course,
53,000 in England and sold over 138,000 in Europe.
And still
France was massive.
Still sounds fresh today.
Yeah,
I still play it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then of course you went on to do other works with the likes of L.A. Mama.
Yes.
Who would that was what's the name of the band?
The Black Eyed Peas.
Black Eyed Peas, of course.
Yeah.
Will I Am and the rest of the crew.
Yeah.
How did that come about? Just as a matter of curiosity, very quickly.
I was on tour in America, doing some small shows in San Diego, LA, Santa Barbara, west coast of the States. Yeah. And I worked with a lady called Shelly Roots. She kind of like just had a media company that used to put artists together, and she used to work with Half Pint and a few other people. And basically I was doing a show at the Belly Up in San Diego, and she called me and said, Tip, Black Eyed Peas want to do a tune with you. At the time they wasn't very big. They were kind of just underground hip hop. I kind of preferred them then actually. But they were more more real, if you like. But anyway, so I just said okay. So I just went up there. A friend of mine called Dave Monaco, he's the lead singer of this group called Better Chemistry, and I was staying at his house while I was on tour, and he took me down to LA. I met them and they played with the track. So I said okay, I could have written something there, but I said let me live with it. And so I took it to where I was staying, just wrote all night, and then I came up with a cutie, make sure you move your booty, and I went back and they loved it, and they just mixed it same time and put it on the album. And I just, as normal, you know, I just do tunes and you just forget about them, you know, it's just another project that you've done. And I just forgot about it, and then I saw this tune called Where Is the Love come out and blow up. So I go, okay, looks like these guys are gonna blow up, and then it went to #1. So the album just took off from there, and then Hey Mama became the 3rd single off of the album. So my bank manager was my friend again.
And of course, you went on to further chart success with Shouting for the Gunners.
Yeah, that was before Hey Mama, you know. So I mean, I did Hello Darling. Shouting for the Gunners was an Arsenal tune. Of course, I'm an Arsenal fan.
Yeah.
So when I got the opportunity to do a tune with you know, with Ian Wright and Tony Adams and them guys in the video at the time, it was a blessing for me. It's another opportunity, so I just took it.
And of course, this tune, The Best of Me, you're familiar with it from
Maxi, because I mean, obviously I worked a lot with Peter Honeygirl, who is a great songwriter. And of course, me and Maxi started from the same place, Saxon Sound. So, you know, it's somebody that I know very well, who I've worked with over the years, and I've actually produced a couple of songs with him recently that have done quite well in the reggae world. And so it's a song that I knew.
So obviously, when GT come to you and says, "Look, we think you'd be the right man for this," Did you when you heard the new version? Did you
I liked it, man. It was you know, it's very refreshing to the ears. So for me, I'm just, you know, I kind of adapt to whatever situation, whatever rhythm it is, whether it's reggae, dancehall, bashment, hip hop, house. Punk rock, whatever. I've done all kind of stuff.
You're very adaptable. And what's the lyrics saying in this one? What are you saying in the lyrics?
Well, it's the best of me. You know, it's somebody. It's basically saying, you know, you got the best of me. So you know, you're giving everything. So you just wanna, you know. So it's basically that. It's
very catchy. I have to say, I'm hooked on the song already, and I'm already playing it on my radio show, and I know that a lot of DJs are playing it. And
begging for it.
Yeah, it's going to be a big tune going forward. Well, listen, it's been fantastic hearing about the birth of the new cut of Best of Me. I wish you, Lucy and Tippa, the best of luck with the song.
Thank you.
GT, what have you got else? What have you got for Lucy to work on coming up?
Lucy's recorded about a good 12 songs.
And she's gonna have a lot of new fans, you see, and they'll be wondering whether this is a one-off thing or
there's a fantastic song, I think. It's straightforward pop. It's straight to the heart. It's called Crush Crush. That's one of the
Crush
tracks.
Crush.
Yeah, that's one of the tracks that's gonna come. There's another song called Be Strong. That's a rap. It's got a rap mix on it, and it's got a reggae mix, which Tippa also features on.
Oh, great.
That's a real home kind of family oriented thing that takes you back but brings you right up to date, you know, in terms of where we are now and how young people see their parents and how young people really think. You know, some parents think that young people don't really care about them, but they do. And this song tells that story, which is really good. Lucy puts down a really solid vocal on it. You know, you would not imagine from that vocal that it's a 15-year-old singing that song, because the feeling that goes into it is what really embraces you to the song.
I mean, Lucy, does singing run in your family? Does your mum sing, or your dad?
No, my dad used to sing when he was about 12, but nothing serious.
So you were the first of the... And how did your parents feel about your singing?
Proud.
They're proud?
Proud.
Did they give you advice, or did they just let you get on with it?
They should let me get on with it.
Alright. And if you start to get too big-headed, do you think they will...
Oh, my mum will put me back in my place.
Okay, that's good. Tippa, you're a busy man.
Yes, sir.
We're in the middle of 2014.
Yes.
And you've already been halfway around the world. What you got coming up next?
Wow. Good question.
When's the next album?
Well, the next album's done. I've got. Well, I could pick. Really, it's just what I want to be the next album because I got a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So it's just basically putting the tracks together. I've got, I don't know, about 30 tunes that I could pick from.
Wow.
But it's working with a lot of different producers.
Yeah.
And so it's just basically putting a collective together.
Yeah.
And then releasing an album. So there's stuff that I've done with my label. My label's called Lockdown Productions as well, and which is I do with my my friend John Mitchell, who's like my producer as well. He does a lot of work. I work with him, so we got a lot of stuff coming out on our label, and then you know.
And you was in Jamaica recently.
Yeah, but my album is going to be called New Leaf.
New Leaf.
Yes, it's going to be called New Leaf. It's a new chapter, another chapter in my life.
In your life.
Yeah, so that's the name of the album.
Yeah.
And obviously the shows are always there. I'm going to on the 7th. I might be going to Poland this weekend.
Yeah.
And then on the 17th I'm in Portugal. The 18th I'm in Berlin.
Right.
The 19th I'm in Barking.
Right.
And then I'm playing at Brockwell Park on the 20th with Aswad.
Fantastic.
So I'm busy.
You're busy. Well, it's good to keep busy, Tippa.
Thank you.
And you know, good luck with the song.
By contrast, Tippa, your first album was called "Is It Really Happening to Me?"
Yeah. So there you go. It really did happen to him.
But what advice would you give to Lucy or a new artist?
It's just you know, I mean, obviously, first of all, you look like you love what you're doing.
Yeah.
So that's the good start, and then obviously, having good management is important that you can trust. Yeah, because that's very important also, and also remain humble. No matter what happens, no matter if you end up on TV doing what you love doing and in performing in front of thousands of people, just remain calm, humble, listen to the people around you that probably were with you when you wasn't where you are now in your success, you know, which is your mom and your dad and Grantley, you know, the people that's invested in you and taken the time to get you to where, you know, you want to be. And a lot of the time, because when you achieve that success, then the vampires and the vultures, they come out of the woodwork. Because when you know, you got to remember, it's like now, these people are not around. You got to focus on the people them like Grantley, your mum, your dad, that were there at the beginning. And that's invested time, effort, money, whatever it may be, to put you on that, to get you to the success that you want to achieve. And once you get there, there's going to be people that is going to try to
get involved.
Get involved and distract you away from Grantley, you know, and maybe to, you know, so you got to just beware of those people because they weren't there when nothing wasn't happening. So the people that are there that love you and like your mum and dad, obviously, and then somebody like Grantley that's believed in you and invested time and money to put you there, those are the people that you should kind of be loyal to.
What would you say is the part of the business that you have learnt now that you probably didn't know then, that you would encourage an artist that doesn't know much about the business now? What's the most important part of the business for you?
Well, I mean, you should join the music union. That's one thing, because the music union will help you to, if there's things that you're not sure about. And it's kind of like an ombudsman, if you like. It's kind of like an independent body away from your manager, away from your record company, away from the vampires. You know, they're an organization, and it's a union that you can go to, and if you've got a contract and you're not sure, even though you've got a good manager, you know, you can have a good independent body that can also look at the contract and can see something that your manager doesn't see. So you can, you know, so a good thing to do would be to join the music. Sometimes joining them when you have more things going on, or you start, the interest is there. Like, in what I mean by that is, you know, there's another record label involved, there's whatever, then it's best to join the union, because when you get contracts you can bring it to them, they can check it out, and then they'll point out things that they think is not fair or not right in the contract. So that's a good, and just remember that it's a business, so you know, you always got to kind of treat it that way, like it's, you know. And a lot of the time when I was young, your age, I mean, I was a bit older than you. I was kind of like 17 when I made my first song. I wasn't 15, I was 17. And you did a lot, you did it because obviously you just wanted to get out there. And you wanted to get yourself out there, and you did it for the love of it, But you've also got to know from the start that it's a business now. So, well, it's a business period. So you've got to make sure that before you make steps, you make sure that the business is sorted out before you make those, before you jump, because it will bite you in the ass if you don't.
Or the bum.
That is really, I mean, I think that's really good advice. I think a lawyer is always really necessary. I'd always say to an artist, you know, get a lawyer. Even you might think about a price, you might think between 300 and 900 pounds for somebody to look over a contract.
Music lawyer.
Yeah, but what you've got to do is you've got to remember that that's going to last you for the whole for years. And the other thing is that once you get a manager, then your manager is responsible for connecting you with all of these people. He or she is the buffer. You know what I mean? And they've got to do that by law. It's not just about a job. You might like them, but they've now got a job, and that job is defined by the contract, and your job is defined by the contract. So and you don't really need one, but when you need one is when people step outside of that, and people forget something and they go back and they say, oh right, oh yeah, that's what I'm supposed to do. Nothing wrong with contracts, nothing wrong with lawyers, nothing wrong with asking questions, tough questions. I don't want to do this. Why don't you want to do it? It's okay that you don't want to do it, but we got to find a way that we both end up doing it, and happy, because nobody wants, you know, I've never known a time when Tippa wasn't happy with a decision. What I remember is him saying, I don't want to do that, I don't want to do this. Tips, we need to do this because of this and this. And we need to be on time, and we need to make sure. And I'm so proud of Tippa, actually. I'm really proud. One of the artists that I've worked with that I'm extremely proud of, because, you know, I got up this morning and he caught me out. Tippa says, I'm on the M1. Where are you? I said, I'm at my house. He said, I'm on my way. Now, when I started with Tippa would be late for the studio. And I used to say, Tippa, this is costing us money. We can't be late for the studio. But I probably do it a bit more different to that, my attitude. But we learn, but we both learn. We both learn that unless you two are working together, and with any other artist, you know, unless you're working together, that things break down and you lose more than you gain. If somebody's causing a problem that you can't solve, it's best to move on. That's what I'd always say.
All right, well listen, we are talking about The Best of Me. It's going to be a big tune for 2014. I just wondered, I'm going to try and give the last word to Lucy. Who are some of the people who have influenced you in terms of your career? Singers, what other singers do you look up to? Would it be Rihanna, Beyonce? Would it be Beyonce? She's the main.
Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey.
Yeah? Okay, those people.
Yeah.
Good soul singers.
Yeah.
You have to find some reggae icons going forward. Like Sandra Cross, Winsome,
Marcia Griffiths.
There's a lot of them out there. So you're going to have to start doing your research now on some of the reggae women in reggae, because there's some good ones out there who can also help you to find some depth to to your singing and stuff. But good luck with the song. I think you're going to have a bright future. I think you've got a very unique sound. Your voice, I think when people hear your voice, they'll know that is Lucy Tennyson. Thank you very much, all of you. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Tony. It's a pleasure. Respect.
Thank you.
More than I can give in every part of me. Just for you I live. You got the best of me. Yeah. More than I can give in every part of me. Just for you I live. You got the best of me. Yeah. You got the best of me. Just for you I live. You got the best of me. Yeah. More than I can give in every part of me. Just for you I live. Oh, yeah. More than I can give. You got the best of me. Just for you I live. You got the best of me. Yeah. More than I can give in every part of me. You got the best of me. Oh, more than I can give in every part of me. Just for you I live, you get the best of me, yeah. More than I can give in every part of me. Just for you I live.